Hi, everybody. John here with PT. Dan with Handler Training. How are you, Dan?
Hey, John, doing good. Thank you.
So for PT Ask Dan today, I want to talk about pipeline management. And I think there's a lot of things that kind of fall through the cracks here. And it's both on the salesperson and the individual that's managing that salesperson or team. So one is the quality of the information in the pipeline, meaning should the person even be in the pipeline, or we're kind of holding on to them because we want it to look better than it really, just the natural emotional things that come out. But then also that management side of the person with the pipeline and helping them keep that honesty inside of the pipeline itself. So talk a little bit about both of those individuals, some of the roadblocks you see, but also a couple of things that you see that are positive that others may be able to replicate.
Okay, so most salespeople don't have a pipeline, and it is because most managers don't require it. It's something like, oh, it's in our CRM. We can easily no, cut that all out.
Hey, let me pause you there for a second. And I know we talk about made up stats. So if you don't have this, that's okay. What do you really see for the salespeople you coach? Is it a third of them have a pipeline? What do you see actually? Do you know?
Well, it depends what your definition of pipeline is. But when I first start with a company, typically 1 out of 4.
Wow. Okay.
That's just my So
That
so
helps.
here's the thing with pipelines is we got to get it out of the CRM, get it in a particular Word document or a piece of
Format.
paper or on a board or something
Yep.
that shows all the companies that we are in the sales process with. In order for it to be in the pipeline, the number one thing that has to happen is there has to be a date and time in my calendar as the salesperson and in the buyer or the prospect's calendar. If there is no date and time in both calendars, it doesn't go on the pipeline.
So in your eyes, if there's no next appointment set, not in the pipeline.
Correct.
All right.
Second is whatever is going to happen at that next appointment has to be clearly defined and put on the pipeline. So in my world, first meeting is pain. A fulfillment might be the final presentation, whatever. So I have somewhere in that pipeline, here's the next step.
Yep.
Third is I have them color coded. Here's what I mean by that. If everything's current and everything's moving correctly, it's green. If I had a meeting that paused, that didn't happen for whatever reason, and it's
Yep.
within a 2-week window, I yellow code that. And if there's something outside of that 2-week window that has not been rescheduled, it's red.
Okay.
And here's what we know, John. When we look at sales managers, you guys know this is true. You look at a salesperson's pipeline, you see all this great stuff in there, and you know in your heart of hearts, half that stuff is not even real. And if you keep looking at it week after week, some of these deals are there all the time, and then all of a sudden they magically disappear.
Yeah.
Not like they got the sale, it's just the salesperson finally took them out. So pipelines are great tools, but they have to be used correctly.
Yeah, one of the columns I finally added to the pipelines we do internally here at PT is an age column, number of days, how old is it? And at a certain point, we all just know it's got to go.
Yeah. That even rhymed.
That's right. All right, everybody. Thanks so much. See you again tomorrow. Bye now.
Take care.